What's up, everybody? WWE Monday Night Raw, March 11th, 2013 results show. It was a tribute to Paul Bear, the late great Paul Bear, who passed away unfortunately last Tuesday night. The Undertaker comes out there with the urn. Middle of it does his famous pose, and then CM Punk comes out there and rudely interrupts him. He says he wants to apologize for The Undertaker's loss at WrestleMania 29. He says The Undertaker will, of course, be 20-1 Mania. A good way to respect Paul Bearer. Got The Undertaker on Raw, so it popped the number, but also got Punk, a quick promo that was straightforward and simple and got to the point. Big Show defeated Seth Rollins via disqualification after Shield got involved. Dolph Ziggler defeated Daniel Bryan off of distraction from Big E Langston and then hit the zigzag. Really good stuff there. I definitely recommend that match. Good back and forth action. They got plenty of time, which they needed. Ziggler finally gets a win. The interference made, Daniel Bryan not look weak at all, and then he can keep his momentum. I would definitely rather see at WrestleMania, now this is just a rumor, Kane versus Bryan, but I would rather see a 20-minute match from Daniel Bryan, Dolph Ziggler, than a 10-minute match from Kane and Daniel Bryan. Fandango comes out there and he's supposed to have a match with Tenzai. That didn't happen. He used the same stupid gimmick. Johnny Curtis is a hell of an indie wrestler. He has a bright future in WWE as long as they get him away from this gimmick. As of right now, he ain't going to be going anywhere. New Age Outlaws versus Team Road Scholars. Middle of the match. They're probably about a minute and a half into the match. Brock Lesnar comes in there, lays them out with F5s, and they accept the match. But here's the kicker. They said that they agree to the match with Triple H at WrestleMania 29, but Triple H has to sign a contract allowing him to be obligated to be in a match with Brock Lesnar. But then after he signs the contract, then Brock Lesnar will announce what match it will be in. Likely no disqualification match. Maybe we'll get a Hell in a Cell match, but probably no disqualification. Mark Henry defeated Kingston. Didn't really miss anything there. After it, Ryback defeating Heath Slater. Didn't miss anything there. Completely squashed. After this, him and Mark Henry have a little contest, if you would say. Ryback hit the shield or the shell shock on Heath Slater twice, and same as Mark Henry. Then they announced they have a match on this Friday's SmackDown. I think that'll cause some kind of match leading into WrestleMania, as that's the rumor. So look for a swerve on SmackDown, or at least a disqualification, or the Shield most likely interfering, getting their revenge. Not the Shield, but 3MB. Alberto Del Rio defeats Antonio Cesaro. Didn't miss anything here, but a 4-minute match. Feel like we see this match way too much, at least on SmackDown. Switch it up a little bit, but you get this much. Then Randy Orton and Sheamus defeats Team Road Scholars. Typical WWE match. Got Orton and Sheamus over, which they needed. Team Road Scholars going downhill, but we did get to see them twice on tonight's broadcast. Solid win for Orton and Sheamus. Chris Jericho comes out here for the highlight reel with his guest, The Miz. They go back and forth about the Marine 3, blah, 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 blah. Wade Barrett comes out there and says that he's a big movie star with Dead Man Down. He had like a tiny piece of that. This sets up Brad and Matt's come out here and do actually a decent promo, but Michael Cole and Jerry Lawler kept making fun of him, saying, oh, we need to go to commercial break, blah, 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 blah. Talking over him, usually what commentators do not do in a segment, but it was probably Vince McMahon or one of the producers getting in his ear and telling him to do that. And basically this sets up Miz versus Jericho. Whoever wins this match will face Wade Barrett for the Intercontinental Championship on next week's Monday Night Raw. Wade Barrett the Miz gets thrown into Wade Barrett, and that pisses him off, so he goes and attacks both of them. They lay him out with a Skull Crusher finale and the Lion Saw. So we'll have a 3-way for the Intercontinental Championship on next week's Monday Night Raw. I'd rather see this at WrestleMania. Maybe they can get through it. Maybe we have most likely Wade Barrett versus Miz, but it could have Jericho versus Barrett. Jack Swagger defeats Sin Cara. And then your main event of the evening, which actually went over in time, Kane defeated CM Punk in a no disqualification match. CM Punk at the end had the majority of the offense, and then the bell rings, which distracted CM Punk, who looked up on the stage, turned around, choke slam, 1, 2, 3. That's it. After the match, the Undertaker comes out there, and him and Kane do this famous pose. CM Punk attacks him from behind with the urn. Taker tries to make the save, but Punk's sneaky. He slides out of the ring, and they have a stare off to end Monday Night Raw. So what do y'all think of Monday Night Raw? Let me know in the commentary below. Facebook, Twitter, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We had awesome views for last night videos. Hopefully we'll have it tonight. NetShow.com, It's all in the description under this video. Check out those links. Go to the site. Support us. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. WWE Monday Night Raw, March 11th, 2013 results.